It's Tuesday, September 5th. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat, brought to you by Eric Potato of eXp Realty, your BC, Thompson, Okanagan, and Shuswap lakefront specialist. And the short business week begins with the cost of credit in the spotlight. Most, although not all, analysts expecting Wednesday's Bank of Canada interest rate review to hold the line on borrowing charges, with the central bank's key lending rate at 5% even. Last week's StatsCan update noting a 0.2% contraction for the country's second quarter GDP, the main factor. Regarding the Royal Bank's proposed $13.5 billion acquisition of HSBC Canada and its 130 branches across the country, while the Federal Competition Bureau has now given its okay to the nation's largest ever banking takeover, the deal still requires the nod from other key regulators, including the Superintendent of Financial Institutions, along with the country's finance minister. With listeners around the world on Twitter, TikTok, and wherever you get your favorite podcasts, Canada's Business Beat is proudly sponsored by Eric Potato of eXp Realty. Considering a move to beautiful BC? Eric is your Thompson, Okanagan, and Shuswap lakefront specialist at OkanaganLakefrontProperties.com. A heads up for anyone considering a move to Calgary to expect higher costs for housing. The city's real estate board now pegging the overall benchmark price at nearly $571,000, 15.7% more than a year back. Also with real estate, the fall housing market outlook from RE/MAX is suggesting that in general, Canada's home sales will remain flat for the rest of the year with little change in pricing. The report citing a Leger survey that 33% of interested buyers and sellers are intending to wait and see how higher mortgage rates impact the market. And checking the Business Beat radar for the week ahead, besides Wednesday's Bank of Canada meeting, we also have Canada's banking execs gathering in Toronto to share their opinions on the country's economy at the annual Scotiabank Investment Conference Wednesday and Thursday. Also Thursday, Sea-Doo and Ski-Doo maker BRP will have second quarter earnings, and StatsCan wraps up the week on Friday with August job numbers. And that does it for your Tuesday. Thank you for listening. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat, brought to you by Eric Potato and OkanaganLakefrontProperties.com.